How's it going, everybody? Today we've got a real special video for you. My wife picked this up. It's none other than the legendary Colt Python in 357 Magnum. I got it in the 4.25-inch barrel version, and it's bead blasted stainless. And quite the story behind this. My wife actually ordered it for me for my birthday, and I was a little bit worried because I thought that she had gotten the polished version, which I'm used to. Like I'm huge for the classic version, vintage and whatnot, because these have been around here for a while. Basically, the holy grail of revolvers, and uh, and once I got it, I mean, this finish has just absolutely grown on me. I actually really do love it. It came with rubber Black Hogue rubber grips, and I don't know about you, but I like my Python to have wood on it. So I switched it out. The grips were great. They're a little bit more shootable than the wood was, especially when you're like sweaty out working and stuff. And the reason why I am so glad this is bead blasted stainless is because I don't feel bad about taking it out and shooting it. Now, with most Colt Pythons, especially the originals from like the 1960s or whatnot, whenever they came out, my dad has the 6-inch version, and basically nobody ever wants to take them out. They just leave them in the case. They're safe queen. I don't like safe queens. I like, if I have a gun, it's a tool. I like to use it. And the beautiful thing about this bead blasted stainless finish is it doesn't rust easy. You can scuff it up, mar it up, everything like that. It still looks good. You don't really see it on like a mirror polish finish like you would like the other versions of the 2021 Pythons. And the coolest thing is you can actually send this back to the factory once it gets to a point that you no longer like how many scars and scratches are on it and stuff. And for I think at or under $200, it will refinish the whole thing for you, and it'll look like a brand new gun. Absolutely love that. It's a more economic version, and I personally I think this is what Colt needed to compete with Smith and Wesson because their 686 retails about $800 I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I actually prefer this handgun over the Smith. I've owned a 686 before. It was 3-inch version, and this gun is just one of the smoothest double action feels I've ever felt in my life over Smith. Like I'm talking like their standard model, their workhorse model, just standard 686 plus model. I really enjoy this. I mean, yes, it only holds 6 rounds, but I mean the machining is beautiful. It's CNC machined. Unlike the older Colts, everything was hand fitted, which also drove up the cost of them. I did have one issue, technically 2 issues, but I actually had to send this back to the factory because the cylinder release right here, I'm used to semi-automatics, um, basically this was not machined correctly. It needed to be kind of like a curve, basically like this. And what would happen is as I was shooting heavy loads through it, the 357 Magnum loads, the casings would push out and hook on the bottom of the cylinder release right here, and it would lock the gun up. I couldn't push it past that, and then you couldn't fire. So in order to fix that, I'd have to shove the gun like this and continue firing. Not a good time. But I will say though, I love a company that stands behind their product and is willing to fix their mistakes. I sent it back to Colt, didn't pay a dang thing. They apologized. They did an excellent job. And even when I got these wood grips, I had a little bit too much gap right here. If you can zoom in on that, honey, there's a little bit too much gap right here. And the gunsmith there, he took that apart and he fixed it. And dummy me, I also took it apart to just make sure the internals are all good and everything like that because I wasn't sure what was going on. And I took these screws apart and I used the improper screwdriver head, and I marred up the screws. They replaced those for free too. All I had to do was mention it. And I absolutely love it. I love a company that stands behind its product. We all make mistakes. It's going to happen. Okay? The important point is that we stand by those mistakes and we're willing to forgive and forget. And I am very pleased with what Colt has done in these handguns. I'm not a revolver guy. I never have much, but I grew up with them with my dad and kind of grew up in that rebellious mentality. Oh, I'll just get a semi-auto 9mm or something like that. And the older I get, the more I like these older guns, especially like the old Colt Cattleman's. But anyways, that's off topic. The only other upgrade I had to do, the Python sights, the target sights that come on the Python by itself in the factory, they tend to move back and forth about a 16th of an inch. I don't know about you. I like consistency, especially if I'm going to take the gun hunting or defend myself with it. you have to know where that bullet's going. So I replaced these Wilson Combat sights, $120, totally worth the upgrade. And I believe I got this handgun for $1,100. It is sad that you're paying between $1,000 and $2,000 for a brand new handgun, and the sights are built like that. Like that's the only gripe I really have about this handgun. But the Wilson Combat sights, no issues. They don't move, they don't play, they haven't wandered on me or anything like that. I actually took a deer back in December with this handgun. I shot an 11 point with my mountain rifle, and the doe was hanging out with it with him. I snuck up on her while she was paying attention to him dead, and I shot her with this at about the 40 or 45 yard mark. She didn't make it 20 yards, fell over dead, double lung shot. I mean, this is just, I have no gripes about this. My wife did really well. She's an awesome wife. Absolutely love her. Blessed to have her. So glad I married her. And best birthday present I've ever gotten. I tell you what, I shoot my dad's vintage model in the 6-inch version. That thing is actually scary to shoot, the single action, because you breathe on that trigger, it's gone, and it surprises you every single time. I'm very impressed with the machine. Everything's hand fitted though, which obviously you're going to probably get a little bit more precise. These are CNC machined, and honestly, I love the fit and finish, the quality, just the looks of it. I I don't have any gripes. I mean, I shot a rabbit in the head with this at about the 20-yard range with 38 special. I mean, little Peter Cottontail didn't know what hit him. And then we went home and had a nice little rabbit stew. But anyways, great woods gun, 357 Magnum, can't go wrong. I mean, I shoot this thing out to 100 yards on a good day. Groupings, I would say about the 3 or 4 inch range, as long as I'm doing my part off a bench and everything like that. That's why I sighted it into between 25 and 45 yards, something like that with this handgun, because I use it for hunting, so I'm going to stretch it out a little bit, especially if I practice enough, which I did. I don't just go out with my handguns or any gun for that matter without knowing I've practiced with it and proven its ability. But would I recommend buying this? Yes, I would. I mean, Colt's a good name. I mean, I believe CZ recently bought them out, but CZ is also a good, reputable company. I'm very pleased with my Colt. I've never bought a Colt before in my life. I never owned a Colt, and I cannot say enough good things about it. I mean, I just love how it feels. I love how it handles. I carry it. I would happily defend my life with it, or use it to protect my family. And heck, I'd even trust it for like black bears or something like that. I mean, very versatile. You can't go wrong with it. Good, reliable name. I give it a solid rating of 9 or 9.5 out of 10, especially since the company stands behind its product. I wish more gun manufacturers did this. They stood behind their product and they fixed their mistakes instead of blaming the consumer, thinking that we're nuts, basically. Sig. Um, anyways, that's about all I had to say. I mean, it's so impressive. I mean, the way that cylinder spins, that they really take care of their product. They're proud of their products. They're proud of their name, which you sometimes have to pay for. I mean, for $1,000, this is a great competitor to the Smith & Wesson 686. I've always liked the 686, but I feel like they could have done things a little bit better in some cases, especially in the trigger department. But this is my preferred choice. Take that with a grain of salt. But if you're on the fence about picking one of these up, especially bead blasted stainless, I say do it. It is a great workhorse revolver. You can trust it. Take it anywhere with you. You can beat it up. Checks all the boxes. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And also your verse of the day, Romans 3:23. All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. Tell a friend.